Hi, I'm Birdseed, the Troublesome Junction spokesperson. Now, this video is recorded well over a month ago, and Troublesome Junction has not been able to get it out at the time that he wanted to, so go into that video with that in mind. Timestamps are down below in the pinned comment. Now proceed to the video. What's up, members of the Peter Griffin household? It's your host with the most, Troublesome Junction, back at again with another video. Now, this video is going to be something that I'm very passionate about, and I've talked about this company relentlessly, like to no end, on my Instagram, and it is none other than Citizen Brick. So this video, crazy enough, I actually recorded everything for it. I just never edited it because the raw footage was just awful. But I was wearing some pretty fire overalls in that video, so I mean, that's pretty disappointing. So down in the comments, I'm gonna leave a timestamp for when I actually, take out and review what I got from Citizen Brick Day. The order of the video is gonna go my experiences and my thoughts about Citizen Brick Day, what I actually was able to get my hands on and unboxing it, and then showing off some highlights from the website because I have an entire archive of the website and everything. So that's how the video is going to be timestamped, so let's get into it. So on May 21st was when Citizen Brick Day was going to take place. It was at 12 o'clock CST time, but where I live in Ohio, that would be 1 o'clock. At the time, I was at my best friend's house, and I was like, guys, listen, I'm always down to hang out. I'm always down for that, but tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it's Citizen Brick Day. You cannot bother me during that time span. I had been gassing up Citizen Brick Day ever since they first announced it on Instagram. I saved up money. I made it a priority that I was going to be involved in Citizen Brick Day number 9. So I was pretty pumped for it. I guess I should have probably said this earlier of what Citizen Brick specializes in. They specialize in very unique and customized Lego pieces that honestly are nearly identical to the actual quality of authentic Legos. Their stuff is so top-notch and legit. I could not recommend them more. I'll leave a link in the description so maybe you guys can go check them out, give their site a little look-see. But anyways, so when I first got word of Citizen Brick Day, I was like, I have to be involved because my main thing that I like from Citizen Brick is their very weird and strange Lego heads. In fact, I'll show you guys some of my collection from Citizen Brick. Okay, here are just some of many of the very strange and unique heads from Citizen Brick that I have. I have another one too I'll show off. So here's one of the longer heads. It's a smiley face. This one was what really got me hooked on Citizen Brick was I saw this on someone's account on Instagram and I said I have to have it, this dual head piece. Then there's of course the big head, blank face. Then there's the tall-headed guy with a big brain out. And then the very small, sad face. All of these guys do have names. These guys, you will see these guys on the YouTube channel. I have a full stop-motion series planned for just Citizen Brick stuff. I really can't wait for you guys to see that. And then I'll show one last thing, which is one of my favorites. It is the Cyborg Head, which is my most recent of the purchases. And I gave him this weird, crazy mech body. I'll tell you guys this guy's name. This game's Rock Cheddar, named after one of the sounds that a Dragon Ball character, Automagetta, makes. So there's his little head, and of course, I love Citizen Brick. The weird heads that Citizen Brick has to offer were just unbelievable. I knew I had to have. There's so many crazy other ones that I really want. The donut head, I'm still trying to find this son of a bitch. And then the Christmas wreath head, I really want those guys so badly. So continuing the story, I was at my friend's house on Citizen Brick Day. And luckily enough, they do a lawn care service, and they got a client who said that they had to cut grass at that time. And they were like, hey, we don't want to leave you alone at the house or anything. And I was like, no, by all means, go get that bag, bro. I was going to be occupied with Citizen Brick Day anyways. So everything worked out there, and as I booted up the site, I was on my phone. I considered bringing my laptop over there, but I was just like, I'll just do it for my phone because I can screen record everything, and it'd be golden. So I'm on Citizen Brick website, and I'm refreshing the page every 5 seconds. My heart is beating. If you guys have ever had an eBay bid that has a couple minutes left, and you're just waiting or refreshing the page in order to win it, that's Citizen Brick Day. But it was 10 times that. It was crazy. I'm refreshing the page because there was a certain figure I was looking for, and it was the bowling pin figure. This fucking head. Look how stupid this goddamn head looks in the best way possible. I saw this guy and I knew I had to have him. So I'm refreshing the page. There was 3 sections open. There was one for minifigures themselves, Citizen Brick Day, just like normal buys where you can just buy them in new releases. Then there was the Citizen Brick Day exclusive figures, which is pretty much, they have 1 in stock of each figure listed. It went on to like 42 pages worth of figures. You'll see that later in the video. And it was just crazy. And then at the bottom, there was a section for guitars. Now, the guitars, me personally, I just didn't really have an interest in them, so I really didn't spend too much time on them. They did say that at one point there was going to be a double neck guitar. If they ever release that, I will hands down buy that. That shit sounds sweet. So when the time came, I'm refreshing the page, and it was on. It was game time. Everything was loading in, and I was waiting for those pinheads to show up. There are a couple others, too, that I was looking for. I wanted one of the transparent big head figures, and I wanted one of the donut head figures, either the donut head or the Christmas wreath. They had those, and I will get to those a little later. I kept refreshing the page and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling through the immense amounts of pages. There was 42 pages worth of figures here. So I was trying to find those figures, and I was like, I have to have them, I have to have them. As I kept searching, I didn't see them, but I did see a donut head figure, and unfortunately, I was not able to get that figure because I added it to my cart, but I was so hellbent on trying to find that fucking pinhead figure that I just completely disregarded the fact that there are other people after these things too. So by the time that I just was like, okay, I'll take a break and I'll try and find Pinhead later and buy the donut, someone had unfortunately already bought it. And I was really disappointed about that because I really want the donut head figures. They're so fucking cool. But the search was still on. I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I saw a lot of the big head figures. You'll see a lot of the crazier figures they had, but I was looking for the pinheads because I was so hellbent. But then nothing came up. And then at the time I got to the very last page, everything was pretty much sold out at that point. So I went to the normal Citizen Brick Day stuff and I started looking at their stuff. I really did feel disappointed at the time. But I ended up seeing that they had a pretty much like a parody of a Jason figure. It's called the Hockey Enthusiast figure with these very large hands. I really did want the large hands because they're so weird and kind of dorky. So I bought the kit. I didn't feel the need to buy the full figure because I already have Lego figures that have very torn, withered clothing that would work just fine for these guys. So I ended up just buying the kit, which was $10, went through, purchased that and everything. It was all golden. Then I go back to look at the Citizen Brick Day exclusive figures. I'm like, okay, maybe something else will pop up. You never know. And lo and behold, there it was. There was the Pinhead figure set. I was so fucking excited. I added it to my cart. I learned my lesson from the donut head. I instantly added it. I went through a checkout, but as I was checking out, my card, I left it back upstairs. So I immediately was panicking. I was like, shit. So I bolt upstairs as fast as humanly possible, grab my wallet, and then I start adding in my credit card information, everything. And I checked out, and I was like so fucking relieved. I was like, thank heavens, I got the figure that I wanted. And the crazy thing is that when I hit refresh, it said that they're completely sold out. I still kind of want to tell myself that I got the very last one. I really don't know for certain. Fuck you, I want to feel special, damn it. Then I go on to Instagram, to comment on Citizen Brick Day's Instagram and say, hey, it was a blast, it was great, love the figure selection, keep it up. But it turns out there are a lot of people who were very disappointed. You had people who were like me, who were ecstatic and having a good time. Then you had others who were completely devastated and said that, oh, it wasn't fair. Oh, there were bots. Which, yeah, a lot of the figures did sell out very fast, but simultaneously, I know what I did for Citizen Brick Day. I was hounding that thing, so who knows? There are probably thousands of other people doing the same thing. Who knows? Those people might have just been bitter, had a bad day or something. I really can't say for certain if there were bots or not, because that shit does happen with scalpers and everything. But hey, it is what it is. But then something came up that really worried me. There were comments on the post saying that they had went through a checkout and everything with the figures that they had, but the money wasn't taken out of their account and they didn't get a confirmation email, and they refreshed the thing and it said that they didn't get the figure. My heart sank for a second because I was like, oh shit, if I got the very last one of the Pinhead figures, what if my order confirmation didn't go through? What if I didn't get this guy? What if I'm gonna have to buy the ridiculous aftermarket prices for this guy? I was so fucking panicked. But as soon as I started panicking all that, I got 2 email notifications. I got the Citizen Brick Day confirmation that my 2 orders had been confirmed. They were all good. I was so fucking happy and ecstatic. I was like, let's fucking go. This video would have came out a lot earlier, but my package didn't come because, of course, Citizen Brick, they had free shipping on the site. So, you know, it was hectic and everything, and getting all those figures sent out, I completely understand. So that is my experience with Citizen Brick Day. Now, let's get on to the actual unboxing of what is in the box of Citizen Brick stuff I got. So here we have the box right here. You know, typically they actually do have, I actually keep my Citizen Brick Day boxes. They have a Citizen Brick themed tape. But I guess on these ones they didn't, because, I mean, it makes sense because, you know, they probably had a shitload of it and it probably went out fast for how many packages they were packaging. I love their custom boxes, dude. Like, these things are so fucking cool. I just don't have the heart to ever throw these away. And I also keep the very weird kind of wrapping paper that they have. There's like this red tissue paper that has the blank head printed all over it. Yeah, I keep those too. I'm just like, they're so cool, so unique that I really want to maybe hang them on a wall or something and do something really cool with them. You know, I kind of regret not bringing a knife because I can't just, okay, there we go. I was kind of afraid of ripping the box open and completely breaking it. Okay, so here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so this right here, I'm assuming this is just a receipt. And then here we go. Here are the gubbins, the gems in my holy grail. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. Can't really do it on camera. All right. Oh shit, yes, let's go. Okay. Oh, something really interesting to point out too about these. Okay, so here was the cool tissue paper I was talking about. So this shit right here, if you throw this away, you have no soul, man. These are so fucking cool. Here's something I didn't know and I'm kind of excited about it. We'll talk about the Hockey Enthusiast Kit first. So this right here is actually, if I grab it right here, a big head. I didn't realize this. I thought it was just a normal size head. This is so cool because I much prefer the weirder, wackier heads than just the standard default heads. Like, that is so much cooler. I thought it was just a normal head with the large hands, but no. This just makes it even better, man. So it is a big head. I'm gonna take it out of the package real quick. There it is. Look at this. Look at all the detail on this thing. It is 3D molded. And if you look at these things, these are like literally identical quality, build, and feel to actual Legos. And this is what I love about Citizen Brick. Like, this shit is just so top notch. On the inside, looks like it's not on the big head, but if you look at the normal figures, I'll grab one of mine. They even have, like, where on the studs it'll typically say Lego, it says CB on there for Citizen Brick. I don't think it's gonna focus in because it is so small. Yeah, maybe I can enhance this in editing or something like that. But it's like really good shit. Like, if you guys are really into Lego, I could not recommend Citizen Brick enough. This isn't sponsored or anything, just gotta preface that. This is genuinely me fanboying about this company. Like, oh man, you just don't understand, man. It's crazy. And then the big hands right here, these are actually meant to grab cylindrical bricks. Like, these are like normal stud worth. Like, these are not your average size minifigure hand. So doing a side-by-side comparison of this hand versus the normal size hand, yeah, you can tell that these things are definitely built different. I'm super ecstatic to have a big head of this, though. I didn't realize it was, but I'm super happy. I love the crazy heads. Now, this I actually really do want to show off. These are what I was very excited for, and it is the Citizen Brick Day fucking stickers, man. These things, I've wanted these things for so long. Another thing I really want are the pins. I see a whole bunch of Citizen Brick pins on eBay. I tried to bid on some recently, but someone outbid me. I'm still crying about that, best believe it. But right here, you can see it's just a default head with a dad bod and metallic underwear. Like, these shits are so cool. I'm probably gonna hang them on my door because I have my doors has a whole bunch of signs on it because I want these things to be somewhere where everyone can see them and I know that they're not gonna get damaged or, you know, anything like that. And of course, here it says Citizen Brick Day, CBD. You know, I love these so much. Citizen Brick, if you are watching this or anyone who's a part of Citizen Brick is watching this, please never stop making these things. In fact, if you guys had like a separate thing with like pins or something like that, please like send me a link or something. I need Citizen Brick pins. Like, those shits are cool. But let's get into the big gubbins himself. We have him right here. It is the bowling pin figure. Look at the fucking pin head, guys. He has, it looks like a teal shirt. Honestly, these things are so fucking cool. like the shirts, because like when you buy them, it's randomized. And I was like, please don't give me like a lame color, like a mundane ass color. I really was wanting like a, you know, a orange or a light blue, or this color right here. It's like a greenish bluish color. It's a turquoise. And this is like literally what I had wanted. So I really got lucky there too. And these are also like when you buy things on Citizen Brick Day, it is like when it comes to loss, I believe it is one per person or one per order. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. But oh my goodness, man, like this shit is so cool. On the sides here, it is kind of disconnect. Like you can see there's like a split. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but like still. Look at this guy though. He comes with a tiny bowling ball too. Like that shit is so cool. Look at this son of a bitch. I'm gonna name him David. Look at this. Oh man, that is awesome. Is it? Yeah, it's not glued on. It's just a tip. It's just a standard Technic ball piece that just has a printing of a bowling ball on it. That is so cool. Okay, so I took the head off. The body is just an actual normal Lego body. It doesn't say Citizen Brick like a CB. That's pretty cool. But the heads right here, these, I genuinely wish that like I could have bought like, you know, 10 of these things. So I could have made a crazy picture of like a bowling alley with these heads. That would have just been so fucking cool. This guy is like an MVP. He's hands down one of my favorite things in my collection. Look at him. He's absolutely beautiful. So that is the Citizen Brick Day haul. I managed to get those things, and honestly, I'm super happy about them. You know, if I could change one thing about it, I really do wish they had a separate listing, as I mentioned before, for like pins and stickers and stuff, or like more Citizen Brick Day merch and like stuff that's non-Lego related. I would love to see more of that. I know that they make it, but it is kind of like lower in quantity and stuff. I'd love to see more of that stuff. But anyways, that's enough of this. We're going to go to some highlights of some cool figures and stuff that I saw on the website, as well as just kind of scrolling through and give you a little taste of the full archive of Citizen Brick Day. So without further ado, let's get on to it. So in the background, we're just going to have the archive of the Citizen Brick Day website, just kind of showing a lot of the crazy figures and variants they have. Maybe you're a newcomer to Citizen Brick stuff and you really would like to get involved in this, and you just kind of want to know what you're getting into. Well, I guess this part would be for you. So this would definitely be the part where I got to point out there are a lot of variants and stuff to scroll through. As you can see here, a lot of the pretty much the same figure, whether they have different attire, different clothing, you know, and all that kind of jazz. They were all kind of grouped up together. And when I was initially going through the website, I was scrolling like an absolute madman, trying to get past the enormous amount of fucking Girl Scout figures. My main interest and drive was, of course, the unique and weirder kind of heads, and it was a little bit hard to navigate through them to find what was what. And only thing that I think I would change is the fact that I really wish that if a figure was sold out, they would kind of move to like the back tab. I don't exactly know if that could be done, and I'm assuming that it probably would be pretty hard. But scrolling through the website and seeing, as you can see here, a bunch of sold out figures, it was pretty, you know, not only heartbreaking, but just annoying to find the ones where they were listed ones. Of course, this right here is the aftermath after Citizen Brick Day, after pretty much everybody had cleaned up shop here. So every figure that you see is out of stock. But on the website, there was a really bad case where you would keep scrolling, you'd see a lot of things listed, and then some things were, you know, sold out, but they would still be in the mixed and middle. I kind of wish that, you know, the ones that were still in stock were at the front, and then ones that had sold out had kind of migrated to the back. But that's probably the only thing I would change. Everything else, really nice layout. Honestly, just really nice to look at and just really cool overall. Everything works just fine. It's not like those weird websites that look like they haven't been updated since the early 2000s. Anyways, though, this is where we're going to talk about a lot of the highlight figures. You know, I'm going to put them up on screen, discuss which ones I thought were really cool, and I'm really kind of upset that I missed out on. But hey, let's go over them. So the first thing we have is the Christmas wreath figure. I mentioned him earlier. One thing to note about me, I love Christmas themed toys. And this right here was screaming at me since I first got into Citizen Brick. I love the donut heads, and this was like a perfect blend and combination, you know, and unfortunately I didn't see it on the website until the very end, so I did miss out on this guy. I'm probably just going to end up biting the bullet and buying one second hand. You know, it is very unfortunate, but, you know, in my opinion, I think it's a small price to pay for salvation. Absolutely love this guy. Next one to discuss is the transparent donut head. Now, this guy was initially, when I was first on the site, I was very indifferent towards him. I just wanted a donut head, but I was just like, I kind of want a traditional, you know, baked goods looking donut, not a, you know, transparent one. But after everyone else had sold out and I really started to look back and reflect on it, I am kind of disappointed I didn't pick this guy up. He is super cool, and I think it's just very unique, and he has those transparent arms and hands too. I think this is just such an awesome figure. You know, whoever does own this figure, I hope they take good care of him, and they don't just buy it for the sake of reselling. Such an awesome figure. Next one, as you saw me screenshot it a little bit in the background, is the Sex blow-up doll figure. It kind of reminds me of the Jack in the Box, the restaurant guy. And, you know, this right here, I screenshotted and wanted to show it off because it showcases that Citizen Brick isn't just about abstract and wackier things. They do cover much more adult things that LEGO would never do, such as sex toys, you know, sex in general, and then war themes, you know, blood and all that. And, you know, and also, like, they had a lot of bongs on the website. Like, that's one thing that I did notice was I found it kind of funny. There was a shitload of bongs and, like, weed marijuana pieces. You know, not my kind of thing, but, you know, hey, to each their own. Crazy that this ironically lines up with the background, but yes, it is the transparent dual head Citizen Brick figure. I love the dual heads, and that is what initially got me hooked on Citizen Brick, as I had discussed earlier. So I really wanted one of these things, preferably in transparent, just clear or blue. But the green one was the only one that I had really saw that was, like, you know, there and prevalent. But unfortunately, you know, I missed out on this guy. But hey, still really nice to look at. Okay, now I'm pissed off that I didn't see this guy earlier during the duration of Citizen Brick Day. Fucking Squid Games, man. I would have bought this thing in a heartbeat. That is hilarious. Look at this fucker. Look at this stupid squashed fucking face. I love it, and I love him. Stupid, dumb bitch. I love him. Next, we have one of the transparent big heads with a robot body. I really wanted one of these guys just because I want to make them into a lamp. And, like, you know, because it looks like a fucking light bulb. I am so disappointed I didn't get this guy. But, oh my gosh, I love him, though. Just look at him. This guy right here, now, I just kind of like him because of the high look he has. But most importantly, I love the dual-moded pieces used for his pants and then the Citizen Brick shirt. I really want one of those Citizen Brick figure shirts. I can't find one. Like, you know, there were a lot of them listed during Citizen Brick Day, but unfortunately none of the figures that I saw or the ones that had priority had them on. But hey, still really fun to look at. Now, this figure reminds me of a Minecraft husk because of the color schemes and shit, but I really like this one because of, one, that nice, you know, matte metallic head, but simultaneously I really do appreciate the blood splatters and stuff like that, because LEGO refuses to make anything like gory, violent, or like war related. And Citizen Brick said, "Hey, yo, fuck that. Here we go." You know, you can actually see this guy in the background right now of me screenshotting him, taking pictures of ones I wanted to include in the video and stuff. So move on to the next one. Here he is. Okay, this guy has a lot going for him. I love the Citizen Brick Day shirt, one, but I also really love the Muppet looking head with the mohawk. You know, here's also another one of him in the underwear. You know, I think these guys are just fucking funny. Like, you can't go wrong with these weird heads that you know LEGO would never make in a million years. Now, these guys I think are relatively new, especially the headpiece. It is supposed to be a condom, of course. You know, that's the joke. And here's just one of them. There's a whole lot of them. You can also, if you're really interested, buy an individual pack that just has the crazy condom heads in them. So, you know, if that is your cup of tea, well, there you go. Next one we have is this guy. I really think that the headpiece is very weird on him, but, you know, with the all red look and then the, you know, there's a kind of derpy look of him. I really do like this guy. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of a weird one-off C-3PO. Last but certainly not least, we have another dual head, and I absolutely love this guy. I love the cyborg look with all of the one solid colors, and then just them having like this weird kind of toy-like look. Like, this one looks like an army soldier. I really love it, and I'm so fucking disappointed I didn't get this guy. But, you know, I still do think that the fact that it exists out there, I just hope whoever owns him loves him and cherishes him. This thing is so fucking cool. Now, the footage you are seeing in the background is actually during Citizen Brick Day at 1 o'clock, where I was at the time. And you can see here, you know, by the frantic scrolling and whatnot, I do have pretty much the entirety of it archived. I might go through and upload a raw, unedited video if you guys would like, but I really don't think that a lot of people might find it interesting. I most certainly do, so I'm not going to delete it off my phone. But hey, if there's enough demand of it, I'll go through and edit one of just a raw, you know, footage of me just scrolling through, you know, Citizen Brick Day with a website and everything, and, you know, just show you guys what they had to offer. You know, in conclusion here, I think that if you really are interested in the things you're seeing here, highly recommend checking out their site. You know, support them as much as you can. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys are at all interested in Citizen Brick, check that link in the description. I could not recommend them enough. They're legit, top-notch quality. Like, I love them to death. And I think that I'd love for more people to support them. If I can use my platform to get even like 2 people over there, hey, I'm okay with that. But that's pretty much it for this video. I really just wanted to talk about Citizen Brick Day number 9. I was very happy with my haul. Can't wait till the next one. So I'll see you guys on the flip side.